Hi, guys. Welcome
Hello.
you dumb dick. Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast, episode 163. Stand by. A message for the listeners today. Hello, fellow gigsters. I'm here today, not 14,000 kilometers from New Zealand at the bottom of the earth, but right here in Grand Rapids, your time and your place. Our journey started here on Friday the 15th, Thursday the 14th, your time. 17 and a half hours flying. Unfortunately, I picked up a hitchhiker on the way and on Sunday tested positive for COVID-19. Damn the timing for my first infection. My apologies to Jason and Jesper, as it's the second time my joining has fallen over. I had thought, how could anything go wrong being there in person? Well, you don't know us. I didn't figure getting there. Looking forward to catching up with many of you at the picnic on Saturday. Show your support for the group and the boys and come for a good chinwag. Enjoy tonight's show. I'm no longer in your future. I am not far away. Cheers, Janet.
That was a little tear there.
I know, right? I was getting so sad. So Janet obviously isn't here. Whoop, it's still playing shit. Fuck. See, things could go wrong, Janet. There we go. Obviously, Janet is not here. Unfortunately, she did get COVID-19, and she's under quarantine and off on Friday. And her husband, Gary, got it a couple days later. So he's going to be out of the festivities all weekend. So that sucks. I was really looking forward to having her in the studio. But you can see her at the picnic.
You'll be at the picnic. Yeah.
Okay. So
it's sad. It's sad.
You know, there could be worse things that could happen. So
yes.
Anyways, so welcome to episode 163. Things we're going to talk about. We got a new review. What else are we going to talk about? DoorDash.
All the normal stuff, right? DoorDash,
the normal stuff.
We're talking about a new service.
The new service, yeah. Stuff like that. So, and someone spit on somebody's food. Of course, it was a DoorDash driver. So,
DoorDash drivers are just—they're
the worst. They're the worst.
They're just like this. What's it called? The scum of the earth, right?
They are. I'm the worst. That's why I know.
Is it me? Is that what you're looking at? I cannot. So, anyways, go to the website. Oh my god!
I know it's because I
go to gigeconomyshow.com to sign up for our newsletter. We send out the newsletter about once a week now because it comes out to.
Well, that's not a newsletter. That's that's episode announcement.
Well, yeah, but so that's what we are using it for right now, and then we are sending a newsletter one a month when Jason actually writes it.
It's quarterly. We've established
it's quarterly
now.
Yes. He doesn't tell me anything.
I did one in July, so then let's see. August, so next month, that'll be the end of the next quarter.
So he's doing a quarterly newsletter, just talking about all the fun stuff that we are doing, and and then of course the episode announcements. So please go there and help us by getting your friends to sign up for it as well. We really need to keep spreading the word about the show.
I want to thank our Patreon members, Larry from Bowling Green, who's going to be here, Samson from at the picnic. Samson from Grand Rapids, Steve from Colorado, Chris from Grand Rapids, Bud Dickman from North Carolina, who will be here at the picnic. Tom Kelly from Houston, Omar from Detroit.
Chris is going to be here, right? At the picnic.
I don't know. I haven't talked to him in so long. No, that's the wrong Chris.
Oh, it's different Chris. Okay.
Yeah, okay, I haven't seen him in a bit. Tom Kelly from Houston, Omar from Detroit, Delivery Cats from Michigan, Jamie from Tennessee, Frank from Philly, who's going to be at the picnic. Joe from Grand Rapids, and Nate from Florida, the Seaman.
Yep. And then for people who know that gentleman, he's also going to come in for the picnic. Our good old Gabe.
Gabe
is also going to be at the picnic.
Yep.
So super excited. Cannot wait to bread break with him. Bread break bread with him again.
That's really hard to say.
Wow.
If you guys want to join the Patreon, get some extra tiers. The $10 tier gets you an extra episode a month. It gets you ad-free episodes and a piece of, well, it's not a piece of merch. It's a t-shirt after your third month. So
Well, it's merch.
oh yeah, but I
It's
mean,
merch, so.
I just want to clarify it's a t-shirt.
There
So
you go.
so yeah, it's a $5, $10 tier. Go to patreon.com/thegigicon podcast. And yeah.
Since you did that, I'll do the next one. Once you're done signing up for the Patreon, then you kind of come join us in our Telegram group, which you can find the link to that anywhere else down below. And when the episode gets posted. And so download the Telegram app first on your phone and then join the group and come talk with us when you're out driving.
Yep. Real quick, just the last time I'm going to mention the picnic, I actually deleted the ad off the show. So you will not hear it again until next year. But thank you, everyone that's planning on coming. And we'd love to have you.
For people who don't know what the picnic is, where is it again?
It is in Grand Rapids at Riverside Park, the Island Shelter.
Riverside Park, the Island Shelter from 2 to 4.
Yep. So if you go in the main entrance, just look for the signs that say Island Shelter. You basically, it's not a huge park. You go straight back and hang a right. And then if it dead ends, you're there.
And there will be free food.
Yep.
And there will be lots of good companionship.
I have some giveaways. We are
Yep.
giving away a Amazon gift card. I have a t-shirt that's exclusively for this picnic being made. Hopefully it will be ready by Saturday. And then if you ever saw my TikTok about Funkless Fair, which is a new spray to kind of eliminate odors, they're supposed to be sending me a bottle. It is now Wednesday and I have not seen it in the mail. So I will get it for them. I'm going to put it in there as a gift.
Right.
If you win it, I will make sure you get it. So just throwing that out there.
What about Ozium? Have you ever heard of Ozium?
I have used that. So Ozium is very effective.
I know.
But
it smells.
It stinks.
That's
the problem.
Maxwell used to use it like crazy. In his room.
It will eliminate odors. There's no doubt about that. But it smells very chemically.
So it smells of chemicals when you're done.
Yeah. So this Funkless Fair, I mean, I asked them to be a sponsor. They turned me down, but they did. I'm just gonna be honest. I love the product. I hope they jump on board at some point. But I love it. It smells awesome, and it doesn't linger either. It eliminates the odors, and then kind of like Ozium does it, but you don't feel like you're dying of.
So what are you saying again? Because I can't hear when you say Funkless Fair.
Yeah, funk. Like things smell funky.
Yep.
It's funkless, like getting rid of the funk. Fair.
Funkless Fair, because I'm gonna have to pick up a bottle so I can try it. So
I love it. It works great. It does exactly what Ozium is, just doesn't smell like chemicals.
For some reason, lately when I've been out driving, both my wife and daughter complains that they say the car smells of weed when I'm done driving.
Really?
I don't know why, because I certainly don't smoke.
Well, I wonder if you your last passenger just had it smelled like it, and then it's like when you go get French fries. And then you shut the door and don't get in it until the morning. You're like, geez, it smells like French fries in here.
Last time there was somebody who used a vape in my car without asking. I got pissed. It's like, no, They
used a what?
A vape.
Oh,
it's like no vaping in the car, dude.
I know. I don't know why people do that.
It's like, and honestly, his friend got mad at him. It's like, no, you gotta ask, dude. You can't just do it.
If you ask, I might say there have been times I said, yeah, I don't care. Right. Like it doesn't bother me because it smells fine, but. At least fucking ask.
Yeah, right? Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
I'm by Esper.
Hey, you started it.
I know. So yeah, come to the picnic. We'd love to see you. We have a new review, but it's from already a pretty good fan. So, but he still gave it, and he deserves a t-shirt. So the Gig Economy Podcast new reviews: the average rideshare trip. I think this got cut off though. But hi driver, what's my name? This is literally the review. Hi driver, 5-star. Hi, driver. What's my name? Okay. Can you take me and my 8 friends in your Honda Fit? Thanks. We just came from the soup and coffee convention with a bunch of tasty souvenirs. All windows down. We're all chain smokers. We'll be having 3 different conversations and we'll all shriek when we pass the Taco Bell. I mean, that's what we asked for. Something funny.
There you go.
And 5 stars.
5 stars.
Oh, amazing. I love it. That's from Frank. We appreciate you, Frank, so much. Looking forward to seeing you. And he's bringing his ma. His ma's coming with him. They're leaving like Friday overnight. Like,
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
there you go.
Any rideshare stories for you at all?
I didn't know. Not since I drove. I mean, last we talked. Last week we talked too, and I haven't driven since. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything either. I don't know if I talked about in the last show. I'm probably going to be doing gig work. Well, I talked about it in the group every other weekend. I
Right.
just think that works. This weekend would be a weekend to work, but we are busy with
Hectic. I'm the
parties.
same way. I'm probably gonna be driving one full weekend and a half weekend.
Okay.
So like either a Friday or Saturday.
So what was your bonus? We were talking about this before the show, and Yes was like, yours is the same.
Well, it's been the same forever.
So
So my bonus is $230 for 50 rides, and an additional $30 for the next
10.
10.
Oh no, 20.
20.
If you do 50, it's 20.
Yeah. And 70, it's 260. But I mean, and then 200 and so it's 230 and then 240 for 60 rides.
Yeah, so mine is 60 rides 190 or 50 rides 185, and that's an additional $25 each if you do 10 rides. Or no, it's $20 if you do 10 rides, and 20 rides you get an extra $5. So I don't know. They're not the same. And
Guess not.
but it doesn't matter. We're not working anyways.
No, but I would like the extra $450 a ride.
I would like it too. I mean, mine's
let's cancel the picnic.
I mean, it's only 2 hours. We can work around it. Janet's in town. She wants to be hospitable. She can set everything up. She can cook all the food. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think that works for Janet.
No, it doesn't work for Janet. All right. Gig economy in the news. Uber is reportedly working on a service similar to TaskRabbit, which I remember talking about. Was that a paid service though? Is that one of? It was. So it wasn't like that one guy we interviewed.
It's not the hand.
It's not the hand.
What was that called?
I don't know. A hand to help? No. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Helping hand, maybe. I don't know.
Nah.
Something hand.
Yeah. So Uber already offers delivery and ride sharing, but the company is apparently expanding into a service that conducts tasks and errands for you. According to Bloomberg, Uber engineers are working on a new service called Chore. That's not a good name, because chores to me has a negative connotation.
Right.
Like, hey, Jesper, your wife says you got to do your chores tomorrow. You'd be like, fuck no, I don't want to do that.
But if you get paid for your chores, is it different?
Right. The code was discovered by somebody within the Uber app for iOS. Of course, iOS, because they do that first. The Chore will enable its users to hire taskers for certain tasks, similar to how TaskRabbit works. Users will have to specify the tasks they need completed, as well as they want their tasker to show up, how long is expected to take. The app will then calculate a fee for the task before allowing the user to book someone. I don't think TaskRabbit is available in Grand Rapids. I think I downloaded it once.
I don't think it is either.
Yeah.
But I can't see nothing but problems with having Uber adding Chore to their system.
Well, why though? I don't see any I mean, there's always problems, but I mean, what is your red flags?
Well, my red flag is how, we all know how Uber is so very, very good at doing background check on their fucking
I mean,
drivers.
I mean, they all are terrible. They all do the same thing. So I can't throw Uber completely.
I'm not gonna let somebody into my home that has been gone through like a checkup background check. No way.
What about with TaskRabbit though? What do they use?
Thing. I don't know.
No,
but I wouldn't do that either.
No.
I mean,
but here's the thing. Like, I've had people that I don't know that I've like found on. There's a Facebook page called Kent County Gig It Done.
Yeah.
Have come into my home and worked on my electric, and I didn't background check them. I didn't even ask for their license and insurance. So I guess my point is like, we all probably have people maybe.
Oh, sure.
That we don't background check.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But see, this is
what are you playing with?
It's my phone, my wallet. But here's the thing. I think there's a difference if it's a reputable company versus if it's some DIY guy that's using TaskRabbit.
I mean,
sure, I can do electric. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true.
No,
I mean, I guess that it does add a little bit of difference when you hire somebody on an app instead of like I called the guy on the phone. We had a conversation. He seemed, you know what I mean? But
I would ask people, are you bonded and insured? I will.
Yeah, but unless they show it to you, they could just say that they are.
Well, sure.
Yeah,
absolutely. But there's a trust. Of course, I don't ask to see it. I take them on, trust them.
Right.
But true, you're right.
I have to go to the Sean. I haven't seen you in here before. I appreciate you commenting because the title says, "Say good morning, I will kick you out of my car," which is a video later on. He wrote, "I had someone on a short trip this morning who didn't say good morning or respond at all to 3 attempts. So I muttered, okay, we're not talking. She got all apologetic and ended up tipping in cash." That's amazing. I try one time and then I'm like, nope. I mean, clearly you don't want to talk. I get it. I don't know what you're dealing with today, and I'm not going to force you to talk. So,
right.
Tom, watch your mouth, old man. He said, I got a 4-stop ride today, $24, but he took me 20 cash and 7 something on the app. Fucking voice text. So, anyways, Jesper doesn't want you Uber to do TaskRabbit things, and I guess I don't blame him now that I think about it more.
Spit and run. Will you play the video, James?
James?
Well, isn't that what?
Say my name. Say my name. Okay. Okay. So this is we're not going to watch 240 of this, but this
of course not.
This is a news article. Although I say that, I end up playing a lot of them because it is interesting. But here we go.
No. Si no me dieron ni un.
Oh, a DoorDash driver caught on camera spitting on a customer's order. It happened at a home in Kendall. And Local 10's Leanne Motohong is live with the developments today as this video goes viral. Leanne.
And Janice, so many of the people that I spoke to at this apartment complex today had the very same reaction you did. Just absolute disgust that someone would do this, no matter their motivations. According to the young man I spoke to who said he made that order, he believes that the driver may have been upset over the fact that he initially had forgotten to put a tip on the order, then later added $3. Well, nevertheless, DoorDash was not rather too pleased with this driver's actions and has now taken steps to fire him. A Ring doorbell camera captured a spit and run in Kendall over the weekend. Watch as a DoorDash delivery man sets a customer's order down.
Okay, I ain't watching again.
No,
it grosses me out.
Of course, but again, we've said this like a million times, right? We have.
What?
Just don't take the effing order. Don't take the order.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're actually reacting to the fact that there is no tip on it, that's on you, dude.
Yeah. I feel like the guy knew the guy. I feel like there was like some.
Maybe there's more to it.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Why would he do that? I mean, there's cameras everywhere. I always assume I'm on camera all the time.
I don't have a Ring camera. I need to get a Ring camera.
You don't have a Ring? Do you have any like cameras in your house at all? I have cameras everywhere in my house. I have a camera. Well, not in here. There's actually not one in here.
Well, there's 1, 2,
well,
3.
there's yeah. You're right. I have no security cameras in here. I don't know why. I just never.
So no, I don't have a Ring cam. But yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, don't spit on people's food. I feel like he had a vendetta for that person anyways, but just don't take the order. If there's no tip, don't be stupid.
Don't take the order.
The problem is though, then we go back to the same thing where the companies kind of not make the people do it, but if you want this tier, if you want this reward, you got to take all the shitty ones too, and that can be kind of frustrating.
Well, yeah, but that's not the customer's problem. That's not the customer's. I mean, doing.
No. It's not the customer's problem.
No, it's not the customer's doing.
No,
like
no.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So then go spit on Uber.
Yeah. Well, Mark said, dude, look straight at the camera too. So like, I feel like the guy knew this guy, and it was just like,
and maybe there is more to it,
right?
Maybe it's a setup. Maybe they all like know each other, laughing right now because all the publicity they're getting.
Who knows? I don't know. That would gross me out. I saw it twice. I was like, all right, I'm not playing this a third time. So, this is the driver that kicks out the rider for not saying good morning. So we'll play that, and it's just kind of funny. It's only 23 seconds, but here we go.
I told you I'm late for school.
I don't know. I don't want to take you.
Why? Why?
Because I don't want to behavior.
What behavior did I do? What did I do?
At least you have to do good morning. That's it.
So I have to say good
You
morning.
say, hello?
He called the cop.
But I do think it's rude when somebody doesn't say like at least a hello.
Well, sure, it is rude, but come on, you're this is Uber or Lyft.
Right.
I mean, you're gonna get people who just don't talk to you.
Exactly. So funny thing, on my bus, I took this route over like 6 weeks last year and then this year. And I learned all the kids' names, the high school and middle school, probably 100 names I've learned. I got 99% of them. There's a couple that I screw up. But in the morning, I say good morning to every single one of the high schoolers that get on there. I bet out of all the high schoolers, I get 4
Right.
that say good morning.
You don't ask them to get off the bus?
I
Get the effing off the bus.
I think my boss would not like
You
that.
should do behavior. You talk about the behavior.
What is that? Oh,
Yeah.
because the way his accent. Yeah, I
Sorry,
mean
that was rude.
that was rude. Yeah, but yeah, no, I won't ask them to get off. I would love to. I'd love to see their face. Hey, fucking kid, get off the bus and get back out, walk in again, and say good morning to me.
What do you think the reaction would be when you say fucking kid?
Oh my god, they would, their mouth would drop, because honestly, in this society now with kids at school, there's like, they know they can get away with a lot more because our hands are tied a lot more. But yeah, it's interesting for sure.
It is interesting for sure.
All right, we got a new app.
We do have a new app
Or a new service.
New service. So basically, there's if you which one did you load? Because there's two. There's a
I didn't load it.
fundraising.
I
Okay.
didn't load any videos. Were there videos?
No, there wasn't. It was
Okay.
just- I didn't know if you had loaded a picture or whatever. So, anyways, so the app is called Kid Kaboo. Okay. And so it's a new rideshare app for kids. And the two different services, they're actually running a fundraising, not fundraising, sorry, an investment service right now.
Kickstarter or something.
Yeah, but it's a WeFunder. So
Oh,
so it's an actual investor. So you can become
Oh.
an investor in it. And you can kind of pledge an investment in it. And anyways, long story short, if you want to get into that, but the cool thing is that so it's like an Uber or Lyft, but their drivers gets obviously a lot more training.
are they checker background?
I don't know what the background check. What
It
background
was a
check-
joke.
No, I know. So they call the drivers the DNs, driver nannies or nanny drivers, NDs. That I think it's the other way around, because they get training in that as well. The idea is that these drivers will be like hired to take kids to and from school,
Yep.
to and from sports activities after school, or music, or that kind of stuff when the adult is busy having a big career.
Yeah.
So that's the idea behind Kickaboo. Started by a mom who had to turn down a big career change because she couldn't,
Yeah.
and so she went out and kind of did this. And so it's interesting. It's not in our market yet. I don't see myself doing it by any means, because it's all the times. It's in all the times where I don't like driving, anyways.
Yeah.
Probably, I would think that this kind of service pays more than an Uber or Lyft would pay.
Yeah.
But it seems to be. I would think it's probably by time and not by mile, because a lot of it is required to go to and fro.
Yeah.
So
It says Kickaboo charges parents for rides based on an equation which factors in job time, mileage when the rider is in the car, state or local taxes, a ride monitoring fee, a credit card
Right.
processing fee. But
so, anyways, basically a new service.
their minimum ride is $22.
Well, that makes sense if it's
Well, I mean, that's what they're charging the customer.
right per ride. But this is also not. This is obviously a high. This is
High end.
High end.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
Although the minimum is 22. I mean, I want to know what they're paying the driver. They got quite a few states.
they do. Yeah.
Texas, Arizona, North Carolina, South Carolina, New England, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Florida, and Connecticut. That's pretty good.
No, it is. It is. But anyways, so we'll see if that ever comes to our market.
Yeah.
It's been around for 3 years, I think the app said. So
You know what they should do with this? They should fingerprint them. Like when I had to work at the school, I had to get fingerprinted. Like they should fingerprint. If I don't know if that's part of it, I'm reading it, but they should
Right.
fingerprint those. That's like the end all be all background check.
sure.
Like if you've been arrested anywhere in the country, that's going to pop up.
So, but then to do that, I would think that there's some it would be some money to actually do, because that kind of background check is expensive.
Is it expensive or just? I mean, it's probably like $30-$40, I would guess. I mean, you just walk in and scan your fingers, and they throw it through a computer system.
Okay.
Google it
Well,
right now.
I'm not doing that right now.
Yeah, let's do it right now. How much does it cost to get your fingernails done?
Well, the fingerprints doesn't cost that much. It's to run the damn things.
Well, it says $10 to $30.
Oh.
So that's not that much.
Well, no, maybe not for the driver, but what happens if you have 700,000 drivers?
Well, no. Well, yeah, I'm just saying if I wanted to go get my fingerprints done, it's $10 to $30.
Right.
For
So
them to run
my guess is Kit Kaboo is going to charge you for you to become a driver nanny.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. To do
Interesting.
that. That's what I was trying to get at.
Oh, okay. Possible. That's for sure. I don't know. I think it's good. I think this will be profitable. I don't know why. We've talked about a bunch of them, or not a bunch, like maybe a handful. And I don't know why they haven't taken off, because people are busy. Like, so much sports, you know. I know your kids didn't get involved in it, and I told Megan we wouldn't, but the travel hockey, the travel baseball, whatever like that. I mean, people, you know, you got to take little Johnny to travel hockey, and then little Susie needs a ride home. You know what I mean? So, I mean, they can't make it super unaffordable, but I don't know. I think it's a good idea. I don't think I would.
Idea.
I would do. I don't think. Would you let them move your kids around?
Probably.
I mean, you let me drive your. I mean, you don't. Your kids don't go to Granville, but I'm saying the kids rode the bus at one point. I assume your kids. Yeah. I mean, you let the school.
But if you were driving my kids, and they wouldn't be taking the bus.
I knew you were going to do that. So, all right, moving on. This is just kind of a funny picture. The Reddit post did get deleted, but
that happens a lot. I feel like.
Yeah,
taken down a lot.
I used to be like more proactive, and like as soon as I thought this was a viral one, I would like come down here and download it to the computer right away. But at least I did. Did I screenshot?
The screenshot was
oh, okay. So basically, someone was complaining that this dasher had dropped the food off and then found an outlet and asked the customer if they could connect to the Wi-Fi, because they needed to like finish the stop or
submit the photos.
The photo. Yes, that's what it was. Like, how are you driving around with no data plan? Like, I mean, who even runs out of data? Like, I will go over my limit, but it just slows it down just a little bit. Like, it's not even noticeable.
I'm wondering if he was using it off one of the government supplied cell phones.
Well, either way, you still get data.
You don't get unlimited data.
Oh, no. I mean, I'm sure there are plans out there that aren't unlimited, but like, I mean, it's just silly that he did that. But
no, absolutely. It's so silly.
RMI Inspections is one of the sponsors of this amazing, awesome show that you all have loved and learned and loved to listen to. On-demand inspections for Uber and Lyft drivers. You can go and request it. You get to do an app of your choice, a connection thing. We argued about Android and iPhone last time we talked about them and how Android is superior. I mean, iPhone is superior.
Android is superior.
Right. So for $19, they'll do an online inspection. They'll walk you through everything. If you do not pass, you don't pay. Right. And we actually are giving an inspection away at the picnic. So when your inspection comes due, why not do this? Why hassle with the mechanic shop that's going to nickel and dime you for everything that's wrong? You know, most of that stuff, it doesn't need to be repaired right now.
Right.
It just, you know, maybe down the road. And so this is way it can avoid that. So
absolutely. And you'll still get, I mean, they still tell you all the things that's wrong. So.
Yeah, exactly. The link is in the description if you want to connect with them, and we appreciate them supporting the show. Yes, Burr.
Yes, Burr, that's me. So this is a TikTok, and you're gonna play the video in a second, but it's interesting though because it's about a flex driver no longer.
I think it's
flexing.
a DSP.
Okay.
So
so
there is
what's
a
the
difference.
difference between a DSP and a
Well, a
flex?
DSP is a third-party company that
Right.
has like 30, 40, 60 trucks that work every day and
Sure.
delivering to the same
Right.
neighborhood. Flex worker is just random, like I'm going to go pick up a route for
So
3 hours.
Right. So this video here is actually one of the more decent stops that has
Mhm.
snacks and drinks out for their drivers.
Yeah.
And this driver makes it a point to stop at this family's house, even though he doesn't have a package for them.
Yeah.
And I just think it's a pretty cool video, and the video is kind of more a little bit life affirming and thanking the drivers.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, I ain't got no packages for y'all today, but it's my last day. They fired my DPS. I had to come get some snacks. I appreciate y'all. Y'all been the best house I worked with throughout this year. So I'm saying, I hope y'all have a beautiful life. Yeah. Hope y'all have a beautiful life. And hopefully one day we will meet again.
That's really cool.
it is cool.
People get attached to their people and their routes. Like
Right.
I am attached, like even though I have some frustrating kids, I am attached to that route. And if I do
Sure.
lose it or go somewhere else, it's a bummer. And same with that. Like, can you imagine having the same UPS driver? Let's say you had a business and you ship stuff out every day, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And the guy was there for 20 fucking years,
Mhm.
every single day. And it's just like you build this relationship, and it's
Right.
like, but yeah, that DSP getting fired, that's very common. They like lose the contract or whatever because
yeah.
they can't perform. And Amazon has incredible standards of stats that you have to hit in these metrics.
Oh, sure.
And if you can't hit it, hit the road, bitch.
Give it to somebody else.
Give it
yeah.
to somebody else.
So Mike said he'd be pissed if some guy showed up, no package to deliver, and started taking stuff. But here's the thing.
He has a relationship with them.
There's
clearly.
the relationship, right? I mean, this is the thing too. And I must say that Jason is also one of the good guys.
Well, I haven't been in a while. I've been
But
slacking on
you
that.
should have seen. I mean, the treats that was put out in his garage when I come over here. Like,
yeah,
what the heck? There's like a whole smorgasbord of
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff.
I
So,
know. I have a
so,
little side story from that.
Okay.
So you know how I get in garage delivery?
Yes.
Starting in October, they are charging $2 per delivery if you want to get it in your garage now.
What?
I turned that fucking thing right off.
Well, yeah, of course.
I'm paying I mean, the whole point of this is to save money. Why are they charging?
So that's ridiculous.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Oh my gosh. That's
so it's not
ridiculous.
per package. So if you ordered
Well, yeah.
I
it's-
think
but
what
it's
the-
for them to open the damn door.
So what I think they're trying to do is they're trying to get you to put everything on one day. So if you put everything, like, let's say you ordered 6 things Monday through Friday, and then you're like Monday's your day, you would only pay $2 to get it all delivered.
Well,
That's
sure.
what they're trying to do. And I don't know if they're trying to
Well, because we all know the Prime Day doesn't work.
what do you mean?
I mean, I have a Prime Day too. I have my my Prime delivery day. That if I choose my Prime Day, it's supposedly better or whatnot. It's all
Well,
free anyway.
well, no,
come with the package.
It's all about efficiency. They're
No, I
They're
understand.
trying to save gas. They're trying to
I get that,
yeah.
but I want it now.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point of
the whole
Amazon.
Point of Amazon.
So
right?
they're gonna, if you want it in the garage, they're gonna make you pay $2 for that. And
So now we are back to thinking about a lockbox that people
Yeah.
think drivers can get into
yeah,
for free.
yeah. I mean, there is a business opportunity for someone out there to do that.
Oh, I've seen several houses now that they actually build it into it.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, so that this whole idea of making a lockbox gets put right into the wall. It's crazy. But
Yeah, but that's going to be very rare. I don't
Of
think
course.
it's going to be commonplace.
of course not. But it's just cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
But that's for rich people. I'm just saying
So that's me.
you don't have a built-in fucking box in your house.
I'm not rich yet. So.
Yeah. He's 50. He's trying. Although what they say, Colonel Sanders didn't start Kentucky Fried Chicken until he was like 58 or something like that.
Oh, I know.
And that's kind of what put him on the planet.
Took off.
No, I just think it's a good business opportunity for somebody to create some sort of box with Wi-Fi access where you can just scan
There's actually several of them already on the
sure there
market, but none of them has really taken off. And there's a lot of different stories. I was thinking about going that route at some point, so I did some research. So there's a lot of different models, and obviously sizes, whatever. But they also have different ways of getting into the box.
See, that's the clunky part,
right?
You have to have an agreement with Amazon. Like if Amazon partnered with a company, it'd be a game changer for them because everyone gets.
Well, but the idea is that somehow, there's boxes even that you can open them and put it in.
Oh, then it locks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the way to go.
Or it's locked if there's something in it and that kind of stuff.
I never thought about that.
Yeah,
so there's really no need to have access in once it's in there.
Correct. Or it's the whole idea that there's two compartments of the box, and so the top compartment is always free and always closed. And once you put it in, it automatically gets moved into the back. So there's lots. Again, they all have different strategies for how they keep your packages safe.
Yeah,
but none of them really has made it yet, like big time. Right. So
if Amazon keeps charging for shit like this, they're gonna make it because. No, I switched back to porch. I'll just roll the dice that not that I've ever had a package stolen, but I'm just saying it was just nice to get them in the garage. I didn't have to worry about them getting wet.
Well, exactly.
You know what I mean? So, but anyways, $1.99, y'all. Jamie says hi. Hi, Jamie. It's nice to see you.
That is just bullshit. I'm sorry, but
I know.
It's like, but and the thing is, it's never gonna work. It's not gonna get people to choose Prime Day.
No, they're just gonna get it on their front porch.
I know.
They're just going to do what I did. I'm not going to choose the Prime Day.
They're going to they're going to turn it off.
Yep.
And then that's it.
But I think it's win-win for Amazon though, because I think they think it. So it does take a little bit longer to do those deliveries because it has to connect to the garage. The garage has to.
Oh, sure.
So it takes maybe 30 seconds longer. But you think about it. If you get rid of that for, 7,000 drivers, how much time would they save?
No, a lot.
That's why
it's the exact same principle back as to when UPS changed all their routes to focus on right turns.
Yeah.
They saved a shit ton of money.
Yeah. I get it, but it's just annoying as a customer.
No, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, DoorDash. I'm going to play this one. Honestly, it was from last week and I don't quite remember what it is, but you're going to hate this guy after we're finished. I already hate him, and I haven't even started it.
So I just ordered through DoorDash for a chicken bacon ranch quesadilla. I tell DoorDash 15 minutes. 45 minutes later, the quesadilla is still sitting there. I get a phone call, and this woman is like, "Excuse me, why is my order taking so long?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, ma'am. Who is this?" She's like, "Janet." I look over, and the DoorDash is for Janet. I'm like, "Actually, ma'am, your order's been sitting here for about 15 minutes. She's like, "What's wrong with you? Then bring it to me. I'm starving." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't think you understand. This isn't DoorDash." She's like, "Obviously, I know this isn't DoorDash. Are you trying to ruin my day or something?" I'm just staring at my other coworker like, this lady is crazy on the phone. So I'm like, "Ma'am, I don't think you understand. We're not a delivery service. You place it through DoorDash so they could deliver it to you until they come in and pay. We can't bring it to you." She's literally screaming on the phone being like, "I will never order through you guys again. It has been 45 minutes. We were told 15 minutes. We're starving." And as I'm about to explain to her that the DoorDash guy is literally walking through the door, she hangs up the phone. He gets up to the counter, staring at his phone. He's like, she just canceled this order," and literally walks out of the restaurant. And the chicken bacon ranch quesadilla basically just got wasted on the counter. Like, what is wrong with DoorDash and Uber Eats? Like, come pick up the food.
Okay, the guy is clearly doing Adderall because that or needs it, one of the two.
Come pick up the food.
It was interesting because he talked about like the driver having to pay. I've never had to do that with DoorDash, where I have a pay card for DoorDash, but like, no, I take that back. I've had to do it at Walgreens, but never like at a McDonald's or a restaurant.
No.
But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny.
I never did it. What was that card I had that did have that?
Well, Uber has a card. DoorDash has a card. They all have cards so that you can order. Like,
I just don't.
It was very commonplace for Uber when it first came out. Like, there was a restaurant called Chubby's. stupidest name. Or surround us by Metro Health. And they would get so fussy because they basically, Uber would take their menu, put it on their platform,
Right.
and kind of also like coerce them to like become part of the plan.
Right.
But they would get so mad that I would just lie. I would be like, yeah, I'm here to pick up. I would call on the phone. I'd get the order. I'd call on the phone, place. This is for Jason. Wouldn't even use the customer's name or anything. And then I would just pay with the card. And it used to say Uber on it. And then they updated the cards. It just looks like a black a black card. But yeah, I used to do those all the time. And they used to pay quite a bit more because you're placing the order.
Right.
You may have to wait, but yeah, that guy was like, oof.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. This one.
So this is tying into a little bit about thank you. That's the one you put up. This tying into a little bit of what we talked about earlier about being able to change or not tip and so forth. So this is the idea here, and the person posting this is asking the question: will Uber Eats remove the ability to remove a tip? Did anyone else get this message?
Yeah, this is from a customer perspective.
Correct. Yeah. So it says, say thanks for the tip. 100% of your tip goes to your courier. Suggested tips are based on your subtotal before any promotions. Note, once your order is placed, your tip can't be removed, but extra tips can be added.
So the question is, have they removed that option for the customer? Because normally when you do an Uber Eats, it'll say what it was quoted, let's say $10, but then I'll get paid $2.50 because that's the base.
Right.
And it takes an hour for that tip to post because customers have an opportunity to change it.
Correct.
So I don't know. I kind of like this verbiage. If that
absolutely,
I never really followed up with it because that's the motto of our show. We just post shit and talk about it. And we don't follow up on it.
No.
But I mean, I didn't. So I mean, I don't order a ton, but this I guess it doesn't matter that if I order or not. That's irrelevant.
But here's the thing, though, too. This is how they should both work.
Well, yeah, this is how it should be anyways.
This is how Uber, this is how DoorDash, this is how they should all be working.
But here's the thing. This is the counter argument that said, well, what if it's bad service? If I can't remove my tip, so if I tip this guy $10, he was it took him an hour and he stepped on my cheeseburger.
But then don't tip until you get your damn cheeseburger and then tip.
Well, yes, you can tip afterwards, but then it's the bit of service.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Then it's an order out in the field for $2.50 that no one's going to take. So it's like,
correct.
I mean, I would always say if you want to do it that way, tip half of what you're going to tip, I guess.
Right.
So like if you're going to tip $8, tip $4, and then add $4 after that. To make it fair. But the problem is no one fucking adds it after.
But that's the thing. Then it's he took it. He's good. I mean,
it's like when you're in a restaurant, right? You get in there, you're excited. You have this nice big meal. You're fat and happy, and you lean back, and then you get the bill, and you're like, the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to pay it. You're frustrated with it. But that's the same thing. Like, who's going to go actually back into the app after they're fat and happy, and they're all like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Have that dopamine hit from food and...
I think you said it too, right? It's a tip for service.
Yeah.
It's a tip for service. So then the question becomes, I mean, we all know this, that it shouldn't be a tip so you can get your food delivered.
It shouldn't be, but that's what it is.
Correct.
And then you're going to go back.
The only way to solve it is for Uber DoorDash actually pay more.
Yeah.
Right. Which that's not going to happen either.
Yeah. It's like this weird circle of like DoorDash needs to pay more, but if they're not, so they're putting the pressure on the customer, then the customer gets pissed, so they don't tip as much. So this big cyclical thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't know how you change it. I mean, we know how to change it. Yeah. Pay the driver more. And I don't think people are asking for $20 a delivery. I think they're asking for like $5-6, like a $5 base just to cover the gas.
Don't do fucking $2.40, right? Or
yeah,
whatever it is.
I mean, with how much things cost, like, can you even buy a soda? Okay, you can buy a 20-ounce soda for less than $2.40, but barely. It's like $1.99. Right. You know what I mean? So it's just like if they would just make it $5, I think, although people would always bitch, but I would be much more inclined to do it if my base was $5 each time.
I think the issue that I also have is you get $2.40.
Yeah.
Right. Now, DoorDash takes like their stupid convenience fee of $3
from the customer.
Right. And then they take a part of the food. I mean,
yeah,
DoorDash probably makes, they easily make $6 on that order.
Oh, yeah.
After they're done paying you.
Yeah.
So that's the issue here, right? It's like, just do the right thing.
Well, they're double dipping on everybody.
Right.
They're well, not double dipping. They're dipping on the restaurants. They're dipping on the customer, and they're dipping on the driver.
Right.
Meanwhile, laughing all the way to the bank. But that's the thing. Like, if I don't know how you change it, you're using the service.
Or you stop using the service.
It ain't never gonna happen.
Do you use DoorDash?
On occasion. No, I would typically use Grubhub because I feel like they pay their I mean, their base pay is a little bit more. I just find it. I don't know. I use Grubhub, I guess.
We don't use any food delivery services.
I mean, I've used
we
DoorDash.
occasionally use I guess we occasionally will use a pizza. I mean, I have a pizza delivered, but we'll use their own delivery guy. You know, just pay the pizza.
But
place.
you know, like the Jets, at least on 28th Street in Wyoming, they do both. They have drivers and gig it out. So
I know
you never know who you're going to get if they're busy. And I guess I don't know how that works actually. How do
they get paid? I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah,
and I guess maybe if the customer orders it through DoorDash, it goes to DoorDash drivers. If they order it like through Jet's website or call, then they probably use their own drivers.
Right.
That's probably how it works.
But again, I just stated I'm not ordering through DoorDash. I order.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's true. You're right. Sorry. Apologize for that.
That's okay.
John, we don't care about California. Everything's more expensive there. A gallon of gas is $6.50. Ask me how much I pay for a gallon of gas, John. $0.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
You would pay $5.99 for a gallon of gas.
No,
you just don't need a gallon of gas.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. I have an electric vehicle.
Well, yeah, but you would still pay the same for the gallon.
Shut
of
up.
gas.
Moving on. This is kind of an interesting. Oh my God, this site has so many freaking ads.
I absolutely hate those websites.
I mean, I don't mind having like stuff on the sides, but it's the bottom. There's a video popped up.
Top,
give me something. A dad is behind bars in Chicago after he tried to drown his son as a sacrifice for Jehovah, according to media reports. A Lyft driver. This is incredible. I mean, he did what everyone should do, but I bet a lot of people wouldn't. A Lyft driver heard a father making concerning statements during the ride and called 911 after dropping the father, later identified as Jeremiah Campbell, and his son off at an apartment complex. The police report obtained by local news said Campbell allegedly was talking about drowning his son as a sacrifice to Jehovah and other conspiracies. Dispatch received a call around the same time from someone at the same location saying his 2-year-old son had drowned. Chicago police officers responded to the location and knocked on the door, but no one answered. They looked inside a window and saw a man bending over the bathtub. Oh my gosh. And making suspicious movements. Believing there was a drowning in progress, officers forced their way into the home with the cops inside. Campbell took the boy out of the bathtub. Officers could hear the boy coughing and saw him coughing up water. Ooh. So good on that Lyft driver. I mean, say here, what do they say? See something, say something. Like, don't ever worry that you're going to offend somebody or going to hurt their feelings, because you never know.
No.
I mean, maybe out of the 99 out of 100 calls that you do, they don't turn out to anything, but is it worth it for that one call to be like,
sure the kid thinks it was.
I mean, yeah, I feel bad for this. This is always the sad part. People don't realize when this happens that guy's never going to see that kid again.
No,
you know what I mean? He's probably going to end up in the foster system or something like that. It's just sad. It's sad for the kid. I'm so glad that he survived. I am, but he's got all this trauma to deal with for the rest of his life. And
he does, but he's better off though.
Yeah, he is better off.
I mean,
he is better off for sure. John, you don't pay for gas, but you have a $500 car payment. Congrats, you played yourself.
I'm not sure if $500 is enough.
I would say, yeah, you're wrong. It's $590, you bitch. Yeah, it's true. It's expensive at 8% interest. Thanks, Biden. Thanks, Obama. Thanks, Trump. Has nothing to do with that. I love when people say that. Remember that back in the day? It started with Obama. Like, thanks, Obama. Like that's the thing now.
Like he has anything to do with that.
They'll say, yeah, he does. He hired the feds and the Federal Reserve, and he appointed and blah blah blah. Like, shut the fuck up.
I know.
People are idiots.
They are that. They are that. Are you gonna do the ad?
I am. Let me get to it. Fuck. I was just reminiscing about the government.
People being idiots.
Gary Middleton, Gary'sApps.com. Actually, use our link in the description. And if you buy a subscription to Driver Utility Helper or Maximo, we get a little money, of course, because why not? You got to wet our whistle if we're going to talk about you. You got to wet my beak. You got to wet my beak. That one got him. Do you ever whenever I say stuff, do you just go,
gotta wet my beak?
What? Do you ever go just like, that fucking guy says the dumbest shit, and I don't even know what he's talking about. Every day. Okay. If you check out his apps, one is for DoorDash, which I do not use anymore because I can't even get on the platform. We've already talked about that nauseum. And then the other one's Maximo, which has Uber, Lyft, and Grubhub on it.
Yep.
So fully automated, saves you money, keeps you from touching your phone all the time, keeps you safer, accept or decline. It's amazing. So check it out.
And how do you get them?
Go to our link in the description, which I said at the beginning.
Thank you.
If you paid attention.
Fuck.
All right, we got to get through this picture, and then we got to talk about the next one. Is like I can't wait to talk about the next one.
So this one is interesting.
It's so stupid.
Well, it's kind of cute though. It's kind of cute.
Is?
So
I see.
It's a Lyft ride.
A little endearing.
Yeah, a little endearing, right? So it's a Lyft ride, and so the moment he gets it, he receives 3 text messages. The driver receives 3 text messages from the passenger of the rider. It says, "Good evening. My grandmother is sending me a plate of food. She will put the plate in the car, and you will bring it to me, and I will be outside to get it."
Yeah, I mean,
come on.
I mean, it is kind of cute.
How can you feel bad about that?
I
It's
know.
a plate of food.
If I got that though, I would cancel it.
Of course you would.
Wouldn't you?
You know,
you're in this position right now, but you would be like, you'd be out driving trying to grind this, and you'd be like, yeah, fuck this shit.
Probably would.
Yeah.
But the way I drive, the food would end up on the floor anyway.
Yeah, that's such a good point. Yeah.
So trust me, you don't want me taking this food.
No. It's just I just thought it was. I guess you're right. I'm glad you pointed how endearing it is, because it's like, oh, grandma's making me a plate of food. Like, it would have been better if it said like cookies. I would have been like, well, I'm getting me one of them fucking cookies. Like, I go pick it up, but I'm gonna ask grandma if I can have a cookie. Larry's
John,
like, cancel.
Yeah, John Sayers on exhausted. I am just tired, not because of the streaming.
Freaking Jason, I told you several times to get your DoorDash schedule. No, John, that's the point. I don't have time. I don't know what my no, I'm not doing that. We need to go back to the on-demand. Let me do Pirate like Grubhub. I can do Pirate on Grubhub. I don't have to do a schedule if I don't want to. Uber, let me just sign on and do it. If I don't get any orders, fine. But let me at least try to get some orders. Like, I'm not scheduling it out. It's a fucking job. I already have a schedule. I got to be to the bus barn at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Well, and it defeats the purpose of a gig.
Yes. I hate the schedule.
Right.
I mean, I guess I schedule an Amazon route too, but I mean, I know that going in. That's not a Pirate one where you can just go online. Like,
right.
DoorDash always used to be, John, I'm going to throat punch you if you ever if you ever come to the picnic. I'm going to throat punch you. He said, stop being a Karen. I'm not being a Karen. I'm just
calling Jason a Karen.
I'm just whining about how dumb DoorDash is now.
Isn't that what Karens do?
I mean, I get yeah. Well, no, I wouldn't. What's the definition of a Karen? I'm gonna look it up.
I thought we had to go to the next one.
Hold on. I wish I could do voice on my. It says there's a little voice there. I wonder if it would work. Hold on. This is fun. Use your microphone. Okay. What is the definition of a Karen? Oh, it works.
Wow.
All right, here's the real one. Wow, this is a big word. A Karen is a pejorative slang term for an obnoxious, angry, entitled, and often racist middle-aged woman who uses her privilege to get her way or police people's behavior. Hello. First of all,
that's you right there. I mean, I've never seen a more
what?
Good description of you.
You're an ass. As featured in memes, Karen is generally stereotyped as having blonde bob haircut, asking to speak to retail and restaurant managers to voice complaints or make demands of being anti-vax. Oh, interesting. Or Generation X soccer mom. By the way, how excited am I that I just figured out that I can say, hey, Google this for me. Oh, I'm so excited. Sorry, I know we got sidetracked. I'll cut the dead air. How is that any different from Jason?
Yeah, John, don't come to the picnic.
Throat punch.
You
All right.
may not survive that.
Jesper
one.
and I are both excited about this because it actually affects us. So,
So doesn't affect our market though.
Well, what I was just going to ask is I was actually going to pop the Lyft app open because we didn't have Lux around here.
No.
So maybe we don't. Maybe it doesn't affect us.
So, anyways,
Swipe up.
says what's changing. An update to your status. What's changing? Lux and Preferred will no longer be available. I can't read it. I'm too old. So it says riders aren't requesting these ride types as often as before. This is causing more downtime between rides for drivers. We're introducing extra comfort. Extra comfort.
I don't even.
Experienced drivers with newer vehicles will be eligible to drive this new ride type and earn more per ride than standard. Extra comfort.
Yeah, I'm trying to look. I don't think I obviously have it because I don't even find a spot. Like, where do you find on your app where you can, or you can't do that either? You can only.
Well, you can't choose. You can't choose in Lyft.
Oh, but where? Oh, so maybe, yeah, interesting.
I haven't actually looked and see if I can.
Well, yeah, I was just wondering if it was, I can't do anything.
Oh, ride types. No, I have all ride types. Lyft, share.
Where was the option for that?
So you got to click in the corner next to the button.
Where? Oh, down there.
And then
ride types. Okay,
ride type,
gotcha.
Yeah. But I can't. It's all of them.
Oh, it says, yeah, same with me. I was just curious if it all rides typed Lyft and shared rides. Fuck you.
I know, but you can't turn it off.
Yeah, sure. Well, anyways, I mean, I hope it does come here because that would be comfort for both of us. I mean, this guy was complaining about this 2010 Toyota Camry doesn't meet the extra comfort requirements.
Right.
Well, it's probably because it's a Camry. Oh no, Camrys are big. Now I was thinking Corolla.
2010.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna have to be a newer vehicle, of course. Which that's with Uber too. Right. I mean, you can't have an old comfort car. Well, your van kind of fell, or was it still comfort up until you?
No, it was comfort.
Until you got rid of it.
Died, yeah.
It's because it's a Chrysler. But anyways,
it was a town and country.
Yeah, it's a Chrysler.
Oh yeah,
Chrysler made it. Anyways, I'm excited about that. I hope it does come to this market. That will give me more opportunity. I mean, honestly, I don't even do Lyft anymore because Uber gives me $1 extra for the EV,
right?
And I can do comfort. Not that I get a ton of them, but
I mean, I hate to say it too, right? Even though because we know Uber, but the Lyft app is just not as good as the Uber app.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Lyft had $0 during the pandemic. At least Uber was making money with food delivery, so they've really not done any innovation at all on their app. You're right. It is. No. It's still kind of. It was better than Uber's back in the day.
Oh, absolutely.
But now Uber is just leaps and bounds over that.
Yep.
So,
anyways,
yeah, guys.
What happens on Saturday?
We get to see Janet.
We get to see Janet.
Yeah.
And all the other people who want to come and get free food.
I know.
And where is it?
It's at Riverside Park at the Island Shelter.
The Island Shelter from 2 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
I hope we see everybody.
Can you imagine if 75 people showed up? Like, fuck yes, bro. Let's get some pizzas. We've never run out of food yet. It would actually be
but
a joy that.
But again,
did.
if we run out of food, we will get more food. It's not a problem.
Yeah, for sure.
But so please do come up, and we are super excited to see you.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see everybody. It's a good time. A lot of these people, you talk online all year or online in Telegram, and then you see them in person. Like when I first saw John, it was really weird.
Oh yeah, but John is just weird.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's a little
he's
awkward.
a little off.
Yeah, I mean, he has this podcast. I can complain. It's don't listen.
Hey, the other cool thing is you can listen to I Can Complain. This is pretty cool. But no, the other interesting thing, a cool thing is you never really know what the weather is going to be like in Michigan in October. Right?
That's true.
September. Sorry, September. Oh, it's almost October. Anyways, the cool thing is it's going to be 80. And
that's
beautiful
warm.
And sunny.
Yep, 79 and sunny.
I know. I just told you. You don't believe me?
I was going to confirm with my my weather app. Damn it! All right, John gave me breaking news: Corollas are smaller than Camrys. Yeah, no shit, John. Throat punch coming in the mail. And remember, guys, don't put up with anyone's bullshit.
And we'll see you at the picnic.
I love it. Spontaneous Jesper.
Bye-bye.
Good night.